Hello, and welcome to this quick guide to using Zoom for meetings or lectures. But first, what is Zoom? Zoom offers quality video, audio, and wireless screen sharing performance. Using Zoom, you can host a meeting or lecture remotely. It can record lectures for future use as a resource for students who could not attend the initial lecture, and it has some engaging meeting components like breakout sessions. To do this, both the instructor and the student will need to download Zoom and have a functional webcam or microphone. To start using Zoom, there are three main steps: get Zoom, schedule a meeting, and share the meeting link. To download Zoom, you can go to the Zoom website and visit the Download Center, where there are many different download options based on your device. However, you can also go through BrightSpace and will be prompted to download Zoom from there. First, to get into the BrightSpace, simply Google BrightSpace Vanderbilt, which will take you to the BrightSpace homepage. You will then click on the BrightSpace login button. You will be asked to sign in and then will be taken to your homepage. Click on the class for which you are creating the meeting or lecture. Next, you will need to add Zoom to your top navigation menu. Click on the three dots on the right-hand side of the menu. Then click Edit this navbar. Click Add Links. At the very bottom of a long list of options, you will see Zoom. Select Zoom and then click Add. You will then see it pop up on your links. Since I have already added it, I will delete the second copy of the link. I also want to move Zoom to the front of the navbar so that it is easy to find. When you exit, you will see that it is now the first option at the top of the screen. Next, how do you schedule a meeting? Well, you can do this through either BrightSpace or through Zoom. In BrightSpace, after you click on Zoom, click on Schedule a new meeting. You will be given a number of options that can be changed. After selecting and saving your options, you can then click Start Meeting. You will be sent to a new page. On this page, you should be prompted to download Zoom if you have not done so already. In BrightSpace, once you schedule a meeting, your class will see it in the Upcoming Meetings section. They will also be able to see previous meetings, personal meetings, and cloud recordings of previous lectures. Just for practice, I'm going to schedule a new meeting. When you schedule a new meeting in Zoom, I recommend that you select the options Mute Participants upon entry, Enable Waiting Room, and record the meeting automatically to the cloud. Once you hit Save and migrate back to the Upcoming Meetings section, you should see the new meeting pop up, and your student should see this meeting as well. If you're not working through BrightSpace and just using Zoom, the setup is fairly similar. Again, you are given a number of options. In the more advanced section, I would recommend enabling the waiting room, muting participants upon entry, and automatically recording the meeting. Because the meeting recording is not part of BrightSpace, I would recommend recording the meeting locally and creating a separate folder to house these recordings. Next, for getting started with Zoom. In Zoom, you will see the new meetings, join a meeting, share a screen, or schedule a meeting. When I click on New Meeting, you're going to want to join the computer audio. On the bottom, you can see a mute option and a stop video option, which will turn off your video recording. You will also be able to invite new guests to the meeting if you have not done so already. When you click on the Manage Participants, you will see a list of everyone in the meeting. On the bottom of this list, you will see that there are also options for muting the audio, which can be helpful if you're giving a lecture. Really quickly, I'm going to run through some of the other features of Zoom, which includes many of these options listed. Currently, I'm displaying through the desktop. You can open a PowerPoint using the desktop option. However, there is also a whiteboard option with a number of features like text, drawing, stamps, and other features. There is also a chat box. In the chat, you can have students ask questions or keep notes. You can also have the students add files through the chat. You will also see that there are options for determining who can participate in the chat box. If you forgot to hit the record option in the beginning, you can start recording the lecture at any point. You can record the lecture to either the cloud or the local computer. You will see that it is recording in the upper left-hand screen. Finally, there are the breakout groups and a number of options that can be selected based on what works best for your purposes. There's also a reaction button, which can be helpful if you're trying to get feedback from your students without having to unmute their audio. Hopefully this video has made you a bit more comfortable with Zoom, but if you have more questions, look through the links and resources below, or post a question on the comments.